Hello, hello. Can you hear me good? Can you hear me? Full disclosure, this is my first live and it's a mess. And so I've got my wife watching to see if she can hear me. So we will see. Says she can't see, of course. You can hear me now? All right, everybody, we're trying to get going here. Bear with me, letting a few people jump on. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Sure hope you can. My first live stream, so bear with me. Hopefully this will work. All right. New Helix Stadium. New Helix Stadium is out. And now it's got an update. All right. Trying to get this worked out. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. If it sounds okay. It says guitar sounds great. What about my voice? Can you guys understand me okay? And I'll get started. I don't want to go yakking if you can't understand me. Sorry. First live, the new Stadium came out. Or the firmware update came out, 1.2, so I wanted to jump on here and do a live stream, and it has been an absolute mess. So hopefully you can hear my voice. Somebody leave me a comment and tell me for sure that you can hear me. Okay, thanks. Looks like we can hear. So, All right, so let's jump on in. So you can jump on. So first of all, thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate everybody supporting the channel. We're about to cross, I think, on. Yes, I can see your comments. I'm responding, but I'm looking for faster feedback. It's like I ask, and then it's like 3 minutes later, my question gets answered. So I guess there's just like a slight delay or something. No big deal. But anyway, I appreciate your support for the channel. I think on this channel, I've also got my Matt's Music Academy, which I've had for a while. But on this one, I think we're about to cross 3,000 subscribers in, I don't know, just a few weeks. So really appreciate that. So one of the big things, so I've been using the Helix stuff for a long time, but I'll be honest, I was supposed to take the new stadium to my last run in North Carolina here a week or so ago, and I've got some great video coming out on that. At the last minute, I had to ditch the Helix Stadium because I was trying to use scenes and different things, and it wouldn't save. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't, and it was kind of glitchy. Well, I saw in the release notes that was specifically something that they fixed. So I haven't checked it yet, but I sure hope they did. So this was a big update, though. I mean, so far I'm really, really happy with the Helix. I've been a Helix fan for a while. But with this new update, now the showcase has came out now with this update, which is really pretty stinking fast, considering it just got released, you know, just a few weeks ago. Oh, sorry. Getting a question here. Do I have the Stadium or the Stadium XL? How different the materials are? So I have the XL. It's actually sitting here. I don't have another camera, but this is the one I have. I have the XL, the one with the pedal. And you're asking, why does the comments have to be so dadgum small? I'm gonna look really old now. I'm wondering how different the building materials are. XL feels cheaply made. So it does not feel cheaply made. That's a great question. No, it feels just as sturdy as the old Helix. I don't know if you can see it. I got it sitting on the floor back here somewhere. I used it since I bought it 10, 11 years ago. So no, it feels really good. The only issue I had with it, when I took it home and was dialing stuff in, and my wife actually had to come in, and she's like, "Why are you being so loud?" I'm like, "I've got headphones on. Are you talking about the guitar?" And it was the pedal going. So I did have to add a little WD-40 and kind of adjust that, which is no big deal. I think a lot of that could have been weather. About the time I got this, the temperature changed here in Kentucky about 50 degrees. So if you don't like the weather here, you just stick around 5 minutes and it'll change. So thanks for the question, man. Appreciate it. No, it feels really good. I would trust it. Now I am going to order the protective screen like I have for my Tone Master. But no, it feels really good. It feels just as sturdy as the other one. So great question. All right. So I was talking about the bug fixes, and again, one of the reasons I didn't take it with me on this last run was because I couldn't trust it. It wasn't saving right, the snapshots and so forth. So I didn't take it. I took the Tone Master, which did great. So apparently, if you'll go to the site, I won't list them, but a ton of bugs have been fixed, and I know they're fixing more. And that was listed as one of them. Another one of the annoying ones was, see if I can show you, like when you would save, like you can see, well, my picture's in the way. Let me move my picture here. Right here, when I would save something, I'm kind of circling it here. So if I had a long delay already saved and then I saved another one, it started numbering them. That got really annoying, and I saw where that has kind of been fixed as well. So, but at any rate, Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks. I meant the non-XL one. No problem. I have not touched the non-XL one, brother. So I say brother. I can't tell if it's a sister or brother, but I haven't played that one. I'm assuming it's the exact same thing, but the key word there is I'm assuming, so I can't help you. I will say this real fast. So if you're trying to make a decision on which one you should buy, I will tell you this. For me, with the Tone Master, one of the things I don't like is that there's not a pedal built in. That's just a personal preference. I don't like having to keep up with the other cables and all that. So that's why I went with this one, the big one that has the pedal. I missed that from the, all right, you are, brother, cool. The Wicked Witch or whatever threw me, man. So that's why I went with this one. I just like having that pedal. So the Tone Master, it kind of gets annoying, but no big deal. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go over some of the amps. There's 3 new amps in this video, or in this update. I'm going to do a whole nother video on the showcase. I might open it up or something to see if we can do something on it. But if you want to see something else while we're on here, it doesn't have to be about the new stuff. Feel free to ask me to. If you're still trying to make a decision, I don't mind sitting here and clicking on stuff and going through stuff to try to help you with that. But at any rate, let's go through some of these amps. So all I did was just kind of threw them. So the first one they've added is this Super Black. And obviously that is based off a Fender Bassman. So here it is, just kind of dry. I didn't adjust anything. Okay, I'm going to add a little reverb just so it's not dry. Let's add just a touch. Let me back it off here. Level. That's too much. At least it is in my headphones. I don't know why I'm turning the level down. What I really want's the mix, ain't it? Oh, I'm on the amp. No wonder. First day on the job. All right, let's turn this mix down. Not a big fan of that. That's good enough. Okay. So this is based off the Super. Let's turn that back up a little bit. Sounds pretty good, and I've got my screen up here, so I apologize. Do you love your Keeley compressor pedal? Yes, I love my Keeley compressor pedal. I do not have the Keeley in here, but thank you for the question. I think I know who that is. I do love my Keeley compressor. But thank you for that question, Scooby-Doo TV. Okay, let's jump up here. Let's get a little more dry. First of all, let's turn down this treble. I'm not really going to dial it in. I'm just going to give you a chance to hear it. Sounds really good. Let's turn that down just a little bit more. This sag I like to use. Just to see, give it a little more of that amp in the room sound. That works pretty well. I know you're going to ask, so let's go over here and see on this sucker. Cabinet wise, man, this is the one thing I have always hated about this Helix. I'm using a flat dead gum mouse, and it adjusts my stuff. Okay, this is pretty cool on some of these. Oh, I turned that down too much. I want to see if this height knob does for this. First of all, let me get it back to where it was. I'm gonna go back here. Oh, it's actually saving it automatically. The one time I don't want it to, and it does. Okay, well, fine. All right, let's listen to this height. Let's turn this hype up. Let's turn the level up a little bit too. Always a great day for great gear. I can tell you in my ears, that made it sound more like it's in the room. Let's crank it up there. Let me know in the comments too. I'm making adjustments on my screen, and again, this is my first live stream here, so make sure, tell me if you can actually see what I'm doing here on the screen. In my ears, I don't know how that's coming through and what you're listening on, but it sounds really good in my ears. For me, it kind of changes how it sounds, like almost like it's in the room more. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's go to one of these other amps. So it's also got this Cali2c Plus. Let's hear that. Of course, I'm playing a telly. That's probably not the greatest. There's no amp on this screen. That's not helpful. Well, let's try it again. Let's get that on there. Wow. We can see in here, thanks. Okay. I don't know why that's got two there. Let's get these in right order. I don't know what happened there. Let me kill this reverb just so you can get a better idea. I can tell you right now, that sound I'm not digging too much is probably this microphone. There we go. So I changed the microphone on there because I was not digging that. Yeah, so there's a 121. I'm using the wrong mouse. Okay. Let's go over here to the that is the reverb. Let's turn that down because I do want a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's go back to this amp. And that's the lead channel. Let's see what else we can do here. I'll tell you what, let me grab something with some humbuckers. You'll probably like that more. How do you like that for live TV there? Let's do this amp a little more justice. Oh gosh, sorry. Let's do it a little more justice and see what it sounds like with little humbuckers here. Don't forget, leave me a comment and all that kind of jazz. Tell me what you want to hear and see. Let me tune up. And again, I'm still getting familiar. All I did was grab them and put them in here. I didn't set these up or anything. So, let me turn that down in your ears a little bit. A little thick for me. Let's see. Let's turn this bass down. Sounds nice. Let's I'm gonna go back to this cab. Change microphones here. So that's a ribbon. There's a 421, that brightened it up. Yeah, let's hear the normal channel. Remember, I'm not really trying to dial these in. It's a real tight sounding amp, but that's in here on the new whatchamajigga call it. It's also got this let's see, this Brit Jujube. Okay, that's the reverb making it sound like it's off in the wild there. Let me turn the reverb off for a second so you get an idea. So initially, I like that one a little better. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you like that sound or not. Let's see here. Let's get back to that amp. Let's turn this treble down just a little bit. Now this one has the lead, the rhythm, and the rhythm clip. That cleaned up a lot. A lot actually. Again, I'm not trying to dial in, I'm just trying to give you an idea the difference in these channels. Dadgum, could you turn up on the sound? Could you turn up the sound of it? Your voice is quite a bit louder, but perhaps we're just hearing the room sound. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. It's probably because it's so freaking loud in my ears. Is that better? And that's the rhythm clip. Add a little reverb just to open it up. Okay, I've got to move this mouse because it is the wrong one. Let's add a little bit. Yeah, man. Let's go back to that lead channel. Well, they've got a big difference in the presets there. Let me give you a little more of this one. Yeah, that's what I did. But thank you so much for the feedback. Whether it's good or bad, I want to know. So that sounds really tight. Let me show you what I was doing here. These cabs make a big difference. Obviously, it's using that. It's using vintage 30s, so that's good. Yeah. Again, I'm not really trying to tweak these. I'm just trying to. And if you want to hear it on different kind of pickups or something, man, just let me know. I don't mind if I have it anyway. Unless you ask for like a flying V or something. Have to go downstairs. Cool. We'll go back through these. Let's go back to this Cali. I don't know if I had it loud enough for y'all. Oh, I didn't save it. If you and again, if you have questions outside these new amps, you just want to hear something inside the inside of here, let me know. I don't mind at all. That sounds like crap. Muffly for me. Let's see. Let me say this. If I come back to it, we can do it. Let's go to this super black. This is obviously much more my cup of tea, but my favorite Agoura, for me, it's got to be the Deluxe. So remember, most of what I do is, you know, clean country stuff and stuff like that. I'll tell you, this amp sounds really good too. Again, I'm not dialing it in, but just to give you an idea. Let's just grab, since we're doing it, let's grab that Deluxe. You have to apologize too. I'm playing with a flat pick because I knew some of these were going to be some high gain amps, but man, that's just not my thing. I got so much more speed too with my. I grew up kind of playing that. But that's not even dialed in. Let me give you an idea. And I've got these, I actually have these packs for sale now with these. Love that too. In the OG Helix though. Looking forward to getting my Stadium in a month or so. Awesome, man. It's definitely worth it. Now that these bugs, some of these bugs have been fixed. I talked about that in the beginning. Some of the bugs they fixed, you can go back and watch, but I was going to take it. I did the rehearsals, and I've got some, I put out some video. I did the video of a session or whatever it was. I don't remember, but I've got some more video of us getting ready for that show out east, but I didn't take it because I was trying to use some scenes and stuff, and it wouldn't, they wouldn't save, and it was glitching, or glitchy as far as like, I couldn't trust it, so I didn't take it. I did take it for practice, but I ended up going with my Tone Master, which, you know, isn't a bad choice either. But man, if you do get one, I'd greatly appreciate you using my link to get it. I have 6 kids, man, so appreciate that. Use my Sweetwater link, and when you purchase it, I'd greatly appreciate it. So I'm excited. Okay, but to give you an idea, on my main board, so this, now I'm on a Gibson, or a and that is using, well, I hope I'm not lying. Yeah, that's using that Deluxe Air. Grab the telly real fast, and I'll give you an idea. Again, appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. My first live, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these, and I appreciate your support. And we're about to cross 3,000 subs on this channel. I've also got Matt's Music Academy, but in just a few weeks, man, so I appreciate it. Yeah, see, that amp comes live with a telly. Oh, you're from Denmark. Okay, cool. What do you like, 7, 8 hours ahead? I never went to Denmark. Thank you. This is I've had this guitar since '98, so she's vintage now. Oh, thanks, brother. I've never been to Denmark. I've been to about 15 countries in the military, but my name is Scandinavian, though, so I guess that's close. But anyway, it really comes to life with that Deluxe. Man, make sure you download my patches too if you want. So let's go back, just to give you an idea. Well, let's do this. Let me put one of these new amps in line here. Let's switch this out with this Super. Now, obviously, if I was going to use the Super, I would be thinking much more like, it's 3 a.m. Go to bed, man. What are you doing? I would definitely be thinking more blues and probably wanting more breakup. Let's see if we can dial it in real quick. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying not to turn these to where they're crazy. Ooh, let's see what this hype does. See, for me, I haven't totally dialed it in, but I've lost that. I've lost that thickness in that tone. But some of that could be no. I'm apples to apples here, so I don't want to do that. See, I don't want to have to turn up that much drive to get thickness. Now that would work, but I'm investing in this stadium stuff. You got something specific you're wanting to hear, brother, you just tell me and I'll pull it up for you since now I could gig that, friends. I'd have to dial it in, yeah, so I tell you what that bassman will do. I guarantee it will grab overdrive a lot better. EQ at the beginning of the chain. Yeah, great question. So I've got just a graphic EQ on here. Now I'm on this basement now, but let me, let's do this. Hopefully it didn't save. Yeah, so it went back to that Deluxe. See how thick that got? Now in all fairness, you know, I didn't dial it all the way in. It still sounds great. So this is what I'm doing. I'll tell you one big thing I don't like as much in this one. Now, is I wish it had the 7-band EQ. And I don't know where mine is. It's floating around somewhere, but I've got a couple of them actually. But I wish it had that 7-band EQ on there. And all I'm really trying to do, usually on this I didn't. And I'll show you what this is doing. So look where the bass is on this Deluxe. And I had some comments on this in another video I did. It's kind of a weird thing. Look how high I've had to turn that bass up. And that's when the amp's all by itself. Right? And look how low that treble is. Normally I would have that bass on a real Deluxe on like 4, maybe 5. So this EQ normally wouldn't look like this. This 6600 would be higher and so forth. But I've actually had to bump up 240 and some of that to get a little more of that thickness out of it. It's kind of weird. But it is one of the kind of weird things about this Deluxe. But I want to feel that low end. Especially, you know, on these modelers and non-amps, because that was the big deal for a long time. So that's what I'm EQing there, and that's, you know, when it comes to EQ, a lot of that's just your guitar, man, and what guitar you're playing, what amp. But I would much rather it be that good old Boss GE7. That's that Keeley does a lot of mods on, the person that asked about the Keeley compressor. So hope that answers your question. Again, it fixed a bunch of bugs. Now I am going to hear it without the EQ. I am going to do a video on the showcase mode, so I didn't want to get into that here while I'm loading the songs and all that. Yeah, without the EQ, sure. So here's the EQ off. with it on. Really, it's in here. See how much it thickens that up without it roaring. So I can go to my, and this is a humbucker, you know, on this bridge. This is a Brent Mason modded guitar I did a long time ago. So just, you know. Yep, and that's what I'm after, is that fuller sound. Now, man, you can do that with different stuff. Sometimes I'll do that with a, sometimes I'll do it with these Nashville drives, the Nobles. I have found in the Helix that a lot of times, in fact, I'll show you, I can get the same effect out of a Minotaur if I run the gain pretty much all the way down. So here's without. I'm back on the bridge pickup. All right, I'm gonna put it back on, or the Minotaur. So here it is with it off. Here it is with it on. It just thickens it up. So it almost has the same effect. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Yeah, but you still hear the difference. Here's off. Here it is with it on. And I need to adjust the volume, but here's where you can really hear it. I'm just gonna need a little more volume, but there it is. Brings out a little bit, and I may need to turn that up. There it is. Right? Cool. Off. Cool. So you get the idea, man. You can do it with other pedals. You can do it with a boost. You can, you know, I'm just using an EQ here. But you can hear there it's still beefier than that Minotaur was. You know, just a way to beef it up. You'd be surprised, man. You learn, and sound guys know this. You can be too loud, you can be too soft, you can have something going on. 95% of the time, I bet you, it isn't volume, it isn't placement, it's EQ. Whether you're not cutting through, whether you can't hear yourself, it's EQ. And when I say EQ, overall EQ, and also like EQ and reverb, you know. So, thanks. So if you, you know, things like reverb, people don't realize you have to drop, especially on like vocals, you have to drop that low end out of those reverbs and so forth. But it's an EQ thing. Normally it's not a volume thing. All right, I'm gonna go back to these. I'm I'm gonna go back to these other amps real fast, these new ones. Again, so here's that Deluxe, or I'm sorry, Super. Now we can get, let's take that reverb off. We can definitely get some juice out of this. You know, again, I'm not even dialing the stinking thing in, obviously. But you can definitely, especially with headphones, and I spend most of the time with the in-ears in. These Agoura amps, I'm telling you, they have a, they feel wider, they feel bigger. You ever feel like, especially with modern stuff, your tone's like this big, and you go hear guys and their tone sounds just huge. These amps really have that feel, because you know a lot of these modelers, the tone, they all sound great now, but it's one, making it not sound like a closed back, which that one kind of does. But if we do this, and again, we're not even messing with microphones and stuff. So it's great. All right, so there's that, the Cali. Everybody wants to see a country guy finger tap, right? Need to work on my sweeping. I'm on a humbucker here. FR, yeah. So I have the I've had the Line 6 Power Cab for a long time. It sounds really good. And I just run them straight FR. I use that with my Kempers for a long time. I have the Fender FR12, I guess it is. It sounds really good. It's probably one of my more, it's probably my favorite one now. And I hate to say, looks might have a little to do with that. It shouldn't, because I love that Power Cab. But that Power Cab basically now stays on the trailer as a backup amp. Or as a backup, like, the only time I really take a cabinet anymore is if I don't know what I'm getting into sound-wise. Other than that, you know, I run ears and I have a sound guy. So, or I'm in the studio and don't need one. But yeah, man, the Kemper one's kind of exclusive. It sounds great with the Kemper 2. Played through those. But yeah, man, the Power Cab I own, and I also own the FR. And I was going to do demos on them, but I really don't know how you capture that, you know. I mean, I can do a demo, I can do a video and play through it, and you can hear it through a microphone, but I don't know how that helps. But yeah, man, they're both great. Those are the only two I can speak for. It all comes down, man, and that's the way all these are. No matter what device you're buying and so forth, man, it comes down to what are you going to use it for? So if you're asking about the Power Cab, I mean, are you playing clubs? Yeah, the look is really a factor, even though the sound, of course, most important. Yeah, exactly. Are you know, it just depends on what you're using it for, you know. I own a ton of amps, but when I play a real amp, I leave with a Princeton. Yeah, the Fender ones are great, man. Again, I had the FR12, so. But anyway, it comes down to what you're going to use it for. All right, I'll play through these a little more and take some more questions, and then we'll jump off here and let Denmark go to bed. So is country your gig? I could, if there's, yes, playing mostly clubs, smaller, medium. If there's a bunch of work there, man, my wife would, if the food is good there, that would be really important. I could probably talk my wife into moving there, so. See, I can tell this amp right here just without even dialing it in. I can feel and tell that that's an amp I could use, you know, get a sound I want. I should have got my 335. That super probably sounds great with a 335. But it's got a really good feel. It's not the best tone there, but I think I like this rhythm too. You like that 80s stuff, huh? That's cool, man. Let's see. I dialed in a, you probably saw the video from a Huff. I just did a Huff sound, Dan Huff sound, for the Tone X, or not the Tone X, for the Tone Master, but I've also got one here. There again, man, some great delays and great big sounding stuff in this. Man, that's awesome. I could definitely play a lot of 80s stuff. We do an 80s show where we do a lot of stuff. Everything from, let's see. Man, we do that into, you know, and then into, yeah, exactly, man. You can do whatever you want. That is the great thing about mothers. Now, these are presets that I had. I'll show you this too, man. I do still, whether it's habit or not, I do still use this retro reel a lot in the new Helix. That will thicken up your tone too. But yeah, I love some 80s. Let's see how's it go. Something like that. Oh, Luke. Cool. So, man, I hope this was helpful. I appreciate everybody sticking around. I'll give you like 2 more minutes for another question, and I'll probably jump off here. But please be you can always check out my links below and other videos. Leaving comments helps because I don't know, man, it's something to do with algorithms and crap. Do some instructional stuff on my other YouTube channel, Matt's Music Academy. And then you can check out packs that I have available now for the Helix and the Tone Master Pro. Some more videos coming out on all of them. So the real intent of this channel is, I've got a studio here and I play multiple instruments, and I want to showcase all different kinds of gear that we use, and anything from drums to flutes, man, you name it. But what happened was, as I got into the guitar thing with the new channel, the Helix came out, the Tone Master was hot, so I've been doing a ton of guitar videos, which is awesome. But I play a bunch of instruments, so in the future you can look forward to seeing more reviews on just you name it. So inspiration for my coming presets when my stadium runs. Yeah, man, there's a bunch of great guys out there and great videos and stuff, man. I try to approach it from a player perspective, like, hey, here's what I'll use. I don't get so far in the weeds and nerd out, but very helpful brother. Thank you so much, Scooby-Doo TV. All right, well, man, as always, click like, subscribe, check out my other videos. It's always a great day for great gear. My final thought on the Helix Stadium: you can't go wrong. It does a ton of crap, but I'm hoping if you're going to buy one, that I'm helping you make your decision, because there's a lot of good ones out there. Just try to keep in mind, what are you going to use it for, right? So at any rate, again, great day for great gear. I appreciate you guys. Now I'm going to see what's your other channel called? Matt's Music Academy, M-A-T-T-S, Matt's Music Academy. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I hope I can get off of here. I may say bye, and then you sit and stare at me looking at the screen because I don't know how to shut it off. But at any rate, I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you next time.